Ai, joieniera tahira ka nuru tu histe tu yana rut ni ju tu yana mara tu rut ta bahini no ira bai tu ya bai petu di bir ni me di pur di tu di ya pa. Greetings, greetings. It is with much joy that I am here today connecting in with all of you. It is my greatest honor to be here, and I come again. I am from the Blue Avians, and my name that you may call me is Cheeka. The R's are actually a little more rolled than what this channel is pronouncing or enunciating, but there you go. My message doesn't really continue much from what I had said earlier regarding the energies of flight, asking you to connect in with yourself more fully and to go ahead and take flight. Feel free to expand the wings and be free. I am open for questions now that I am here in this momentous occasion.
Welcome. Thank you for being here.
You are welcome. Happy to be here.
So what can you tell us about these eclipses and energies that are going to be, well, that are starting to be here on the earth over the next couple of weeks? How will it change our lives?
It will primarily be helping you with your expansivenesses, changing your own energetic fields as you select to connect in with the energies and to work with any of the portals that are available to you. Time to focus on what you want to create, and knowing that the availability of those who would come to assist you are in your presence more, that the frequency is a better match more now.
Wonderful. What can you tell me about my abilities to channel? Is there any advice you could provide in terms of the light language and the channeling?
Hey, divine timing, my dear. As you were connecting into the energies of allowing and understanding of the abilities, it is one thing to say, oh, I have the ability. It is another thing to put it and implement it into practice. It would be similar to saying, one day I know I will be a grand pianist. But the first time you sit at the piano, are you a grand pianist? No. It is with practice. Practice, 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 practice. So continue to sit at the tool, use the tool. Do not stop yourself or think that you will be able to extrapolate a very elaborate tune when you are still learning the notes. But as you become more comfortable with the allowing of the notes in your toning, the light language will begin to flow through more readily and easily. Plus the new trick and tip of allowing for connecting in with energies that you already are aware of that you can channel will further enhance, expanding your knowledge and ability to be able to connect with these energies. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you for that information.
Yes.
David or Susan, do you have any questions?
I have a question. So in the last few days, I've seen images of hummingbirds, and I'm just wondering if, being that that you are probably more closely connected to that to the other bird races, is as a totem animal, does the hummingbird have a message for me?
The hummingbird for you is your connection into your ancestral abilities. The hummingbird also has the ability to flit from here to there quickly, 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 as does your own energy to be able to flit and float from flower to flower, from idea to idea, from thought process to thought process. And so this hummingbird's message to you is not just the beauty of the bird, but it is your own awareness to recognizing self within the bird.
Is it the ability to adapt quickly to the changing times right now? At least that's what just came to me.
Yes, your intuitiveness is quite high, and you, of course, get messages from your guide team and your higher self. So you have discerned a portion of this message, yes.
And I think hummingbirds, are related with transformation in many cultures, or the ability to transform and overcome challenges. And yeah, I'm thinking
As
of
you investigate and look more into the meaning behind totem of hummingbird, there will be keywords or standout words that resonate with your frequency. And as you are gleaning these directives, you will have left keywords for yourself to tap into intuitively, yes.
okay, wonderful. David, do you have any questions?
Enough. I was thinking the exact same thing before you asked it. Well, I did see a bunny rabbit run across the street in the freezing or in a snowstorm, and I saw the bunny rabbit run across the street and
Hop to it. What do you need to hop to? Why are you frozen?
earlier on a delivery I saw bunny rabbit decorations, which was interesting. So I was gonna ask,
Synchronicities, same message. Woo-hoo. Yep.
what do they represent? Is there any what?
Hop to it, hop to it, hop to it.
Oh, that's the message.
Yes.
Okay. And there was also last week or two, there was I saw 3 different falcons in a matter of a couple, 2-3 weeks, which is pretty amazing.
Beautiful, strong birds of flight. Yes, look up their messages. 3 being a magical number. Look up that message.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Any message about what to do during, before, or after the solar eclipse, whether it's intentions or physical actions?
Relax into these energies and use them for your best intentions, your highest good.
Thank you for your frequencies.
Many may find themselves fearful of the eclipses. However, these are not intended to be used in a negative form. They are into the light frequency, so that as you are noting the darkness of the eclipse, that you recognize the expansion beyond the eclipse into the light, the light.
Oh, thank you. Razalanji Barakanzurata.
Clearing.
Is there any other questions?
Message still. As you are driving, you are collecting. You may not be aware of this, but you are collecting energies of the surroundings, and doing clearing and doing clearing. So, you should be doing clearing for self for in different locations, and you can use toning and light language for your own experience to raise these energies for self and locations. That is all.
Okay, that is beautiful. Nice, thank you.
Hop to it.
You have anything else you want to ask, David?
Um, no.
Be well. Happy flight.
So I think we're complete unless Radha has anything else, but is there anything you would like to tell us about your species and life on your planet? And maybe what you look like how tall you are, or what coloration you have, and what type of bird you might look like.
Closest to the blue jay for my description of coloring, mostly blue. However, there are dark purplish feathers within my coloring. For some parts of my underwings. We know that many are familiar with the blue avians and the race of this galactic world, that there is much information already available. We do have families, we do marry, we do societal work within the avian communities and collective. And whilst we are sharing our energy for this planet, there are other universes that we will work with as well. But while we were sharing on this planet, we do work with your birds, and especially if we are part of your prior life experience, where you may be an aspect similar to this connection with this being. And we will work with the birds on your planet to assist you with messages similar to the hummingbird and the falcon, and similar to after our earlier light language with this channel, that as she finished and wrapped up and needed to cool down and opened her window, there was a orchestra of birds singing along. Surprisingly, surprise. So look for these synchronicities and messages, and know that our energy is there on your behalf.
Yeah, another question came to mind. So I was just thinking earlier today. So I'm a creator being, but I have a creator being, I guess, husband on the other side named Terendus Mayalarmus, who is an eagle. He looks like an eagle, like he's got eagle features, I think, but is humanoid, but is part of, I think, the avian species. But I guess there is a group of eagle-looking avians that are very wise, I think, wise and knowledgeable and respected. So if there's any, I guess, message from him or anything that comes to mind about their species that you'd like to share, that'd be wonderful.
As many of the birds, beings, peoples are unique. You can only imagine that much of the DNA for the creation of birds on your planet came from where? Woo. And so you will see some of these same qualities that you associate with the birds on your own planet to the birds who are on ours. And with this being said, the eagle beings tend to be strong and tend to be leaders, tend to be loyal and noble. And I do hear the nickname trendy, 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 trendy. You are encouraged that if you want to investigate this further, that you can ask. And that he will come forward with connection.
Okay, yeah,
Clarity.
I was thinking that earlier today, like I haven't checked in with him for a while. So I was like, yeah, I should do that in meditation. Definitely. So, Radha, do you have any other questions?
Say again?
Oh, I was seeing if Radha had any other questions.
No, I don't. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, I believe we are complete. If you want to leave us with a final blessing, that would be wonderful.
A message for this being Wendy, because she has been experiencing these jerks and neck shakes and has not put two and two together until just now. The sounding, toning of trilling and peeps, we'll call them peeps. Are clearing energies for those that listen to this channeling. So if you have a chance to listen again, go beyond listening to the sounding of the questions and listen for the sounding of the frequency vibrations that come through during this channeling message. And this is all we have our blessings for you for today. Shut up. Take flight. Be happy. Okay, very interesting.
Well, that was some fun
I
energy.
had, remember when I was telling you about that one time I was channeling and there were like big pillars that were coming out of my hands? This wasn't like that, but it was like this vibration happening in both of my palms. And then the jerking around that I was doing, that was uncontrollable. That was like, what do you call those? Like body spasms where all of a sudden like your arm jerks or something like that. It felt like that the whole time. Like, yeah, that was, and even a couple times, like like I could feel like an expansion in like the back of my heart.
Have you channeled the blue avians very often before, or
I
gotten
think
messages?
I think I've done Blue Avian light language. I could not tell you when or how long ago, but it's funny. So since I started playing the Native American flutes, I have noticed, and remember I was saying like I feel like there's this new energy that's getting ready to come in or getting ready to connect with me. But one thing that I had noticed is like when I was going into meditations, like I wasn't really getting anything, but what I did notice was kind of like these head jerks that were happening. It was like you know like like you like were quick looking off to the side or something, like you know like what's going on over there, like that
Like what
kind of thing.
birds do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I never put that together. I was just like, what is happening with my head? But
So
then
did you
when I
feel like they had full wings, or were they more did the being feel more humanoid with like hands, but like
it felt like
feather,
wings, but hands.
but had hands? I was gonna ask and then I
Yeah.
forgot. So because I believe blue avians, I mean they're humanoid, but they do have
I mean, I feel
like
like it's like a bigger
feathers.
head. I, I
Yeah.
think I think you were asking height,
Yeah, they
and I
definitely
was
have the
getting like I was
bird-like
getting that they're like
face.
yeah, but I was getting that the beings are actually larger than us, or at least this one was larger than me,
I think
and
they
that
are.
the head is
Yeah.
like a bigger head, you know.
Well, if it looks, they said it looks like a blue jay. So
I have to look
blue
that up
jays
because I
have
don't
kind of big
really.
heads with the big like crown thing, kind of.
Yeah, I actually have to look it up, and then I'm kind of curious like what they really sound like. So, um, just for my own like what do they sound like on Earth? But yeah, that was unique. Uh, and earlier when I was channeling light language at first, like I think it was when Christy started to do his channeling and was connecting with when Renturis, the name Chika Chira. I phonetically put it out, Cheeka Chira. But like I said, the R is kind of like a rolling R, like cheer, like the dragons roll their R's, Chira. Before the Hathors came through the other day, I was kind of doing these like me, like I was saying that it was like practicing like when you're in choir and you're like working with your vocal cords in that. Um, and I wondered if that had something to do with the blue avian energy coming through as well. That it was kind of like trying to like figure out this voice sounding intonations or something. I don't know. I'll have to sit with that.